doing fucking sliding your hand across the keyboard to get all these control groups. Okay, aren't you fancy? What is this? You know, okay. First off, I think you just said it, but yeah, there are 2 ramps out of your main base, and one of them goes to the rest of the map. Wait, is there someone... Who's observing this game? What is happening here that there are 2 observers? And can they observe for me? Are they actually paying attention, or are they just AFK? Let me see. Looks like they're AFK. So I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what the details of this entire exchange are. As you leave the base, you start to realize I've made a mistake. I like the lingering look you give. It's like you sent your probe. You right-clicked your probe on the other side of the map to scout. I like the lingering look you're now giving your wall in, like, I fucked up. Like, I don't know. It's like, oh, well, what do we do now? I don't what's the plan now? We're just gonna blaze it. We're gonna blaze right past that. Okay. No, we're gonna. You might as well double down. Alright, so here's my pro tip for you is figure out which ramp to wall off. I mean, like, you gave this to me to coach. Okay, you see a spawning pool, which is unfortunate because you do not have a wall in. You're gonna see the hatchery as well. Unfortunately, during all of this, you have banked up 480 minerals, not been building any probes, not taken your second gas, made no attempts towards building a second pylon. Well, actually, where did you build the pylon? What? The fuck? This pylon doesn't power any... I don't even think it's a super... Not only is it not a super pylon connected to the Nexus, it does not power the Cybercore. It looks longingly at the gateway, and it is a nowhere near the ramp. Like, this pylon makes so little sense that it's on goddamn unemployment. I don't understand. I don't... The fuck? Oh, now we're gonna build some gateways on there. It's like, well, now that I fucked up the beginning of the wall, you might as well fuck up every single other one for the rest of the game. What are we 3-gating now? We're gonna get some warp gate? No, no warp gate? Warp gate is a pretty good skill to have. Okay, I'm gonna give you a hot tip. Watch my guides, because, I would continue coaching if we weren't already in the middle of Bronze League Heroes, where SirVogels is facing off against Evasek in this battle of the Lego Titans. Thank you, Necrodamus.
Will be rewarded.
Yeah, I don't know. This zealot is holding the ground. We've just given up on the entire idea of walling off. We're going for the 3-gate Stargate. At this point, somehow the probe and the zealot will team up in an unlikely combination to kill that predator drone. So, 2 gases on this side. We do see... Oh, actually, those are the first 2 gases. He doesn't have speed or anything, but 3 bases out of SirVogels. Both these players rocking out at over 1 action every single second. So, that's pretty legit. An expansion finally on the way. It is placed correctly as well. Another probe. I'm not sure why this probe is so ambitious. It's out for another tour of duty. What do you... A very forward pylon. That pylon is ready to proposition the Zerg player into wondering how aggressive it wants it to get. This Zealot has decided to stand by. He knows he has his orders. The other Adepts are on their way across. Slow Zerglings. There is Zergling speed on the way. In fact, even 250 gas banked up just in case he needs a refill on that Zergling speed. The armies will pass in the middle of the map. 6 more drones on the way will leave him woefully under-capable. Under-defended. Anyways, he's going to lose a lot of shit to these Adepts. The Mad Shade is being thrown as Evasek finds himself in the mineral line with a lot of drones for the taking. Several will go down to start. On the other side, the Zealot who was standing guard will stand guard. His watch has ended. I'm not sure. One Adept will fight the Zerglings. The other Adept will walk by and leave its sister to die. That was really sad. The Adepts are in the main. They've decided they don't want to be there anymore. They will take some pot shots at the Queen when they are redirected. Some beautiful micro with 800 minerals and 500 gas in the bank. The priorities are there. They might not be healthy, but they're definitely there. The Adepts will get surrounded, and they will get killed. Another Adept is making its way across, a Zergling clawing at its robes. Will it make it, or will the Zergling be the... Nope, super dead. But the Zerglings will get revenge! And the pylon will be taken out, and Evasek will be thrown back. The worker count, 26 to 23, nearly dead even. If you look at the supply, though. A lot of Zerglings are on the way. The wall-in was attempted, but never defended. It's gonna be over budget. It's gonna be behind schedule, and... There's no way. The Zerg, they aren't sending their best. They're sending their Zerglings, and they're just sending more Zerglings. It's pretty much entirely Zerglings. But either way, they're going to be working on their probes. They're going to be taking away blue mineral jobs from hard-working workers inside this Protoss base. The pylon is going to be the most dangerous enemy. The Adepts are holding strong. The pylon in the middle of the base will hold as well. All the Zerglings will be slaughtered, and the pylon will rack up 7 kills in the process. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but Evasek now finds himself in the supply lead. The Oracle has racked up 4 kills. It did make it out alive. But now both players have to decide what their transition will be. We have expansions. It's 37 drones to 27 probes, but that Oracle just... did not have a revelation about what was about to happen. I don't know if it got any more kills, but it's not going to matter anymore. The Adepts and Stalkers are waiting in one of the most useless positions on the entirety of the map. A Void Ray going to come in to scout what the Oracle could not. It will dip into the main. Eventually. Any second now. The attack force, the strike force of 3 Adepts and 3 Stalkers threatens the front. Much like an owl threatens a polar bear. Not very well. More Stalkers are on the way. No blink, no +1, no attempt at a wall-in, but these units continue to rally across. 3, 4 Spore Crawlers. He's got the anti-air, but he should be looking for the anti-ground. A second Void Ray joins the forces. The attack at the front, the Spore Crawlers will be targeted. There are no units at all. He has 0 units. If you look in the units tab, we find queens and we find drones, and soon we're gonna find death. Will the Void Raiders come in at the same time? He's slaughtering the drones. More being rallied out. He's decided to he's stutter-stepping around. He's not really sure what he wants. He's going for the Overlord. All right, he gets the Overlord. We're going to go for another one. We're going to skip the hatchet. We're going into the main. We're going for the heart of the swarm. Or no, we're not. We're going in. We're in the main. Plenty of money in the bank. We can reinforce this whenever we please. We just please hopefully kill him with this push because I don't know how to use camera locations. The roaches are coming out. We're going to target this roach. And now that one. And now the other one. The roaches will target the Lurker den in an act of resistance. Unfortunately, they will also be shot down by the Stalkers. The micro continues. The Void Rays will come in. They will contest a single Spore Crawler. They will find it a worthy opponent, but be victorious in their duel. We're going to continue microing. We're going to micro against this Spire. We got the Spire. Gonna target down some of these roaches. All right. Lot of micro. Lot of micro. Maybe too much micro. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say way too much micro. So much micro, it'll make your head spin. But not in a good way. I've got vertigo. But the Void Ray somehow survived the Spore Crawler assault. The Queen gonna come to defend. At the same time, the units in the main being cleared up. Evasek finds himself with 3 bases and 39 probes and a worker lead. The Void Rays will escape. Oh, the Queen from downtown gets the kill, but the Void Ray will find the revenge kill. A single Infestor coming up. He's gonna go, it looks like, for the Infested Terrans. He whips out the beach balls. The Void Ray, unwary, unwanting, and uncontesting. That doesn't really make sense, but it will die. And we have to ask, in that exchange, who comes out ahead, and at what cost? Another Void Ray finds its way to the back. Another Stalker force moves its way to the front. The tried and true strategy. The Spore Crawlers will be targeted. No prismatic alignment required. One will go down, but the other 2 should make it. The attack at the front. Unfortunately, these roaches and zerglings not going to be the most effective counter to the Void Ray, but it does open up an opportunity for the Stalkers. The Void Ray will be driven back. The Stalkers have slaughtered every drone at the 3rd, but now they will find themselves surrounded. There's no fungal. Half the roaches and lings decide to let the other one... Oh, he shoots at his own Stalker. The micro comes out again. Oh, he's like an ice skater. He's dancing all around the ice right now. More Stalkers are coming in. Could this be the finishing blow? The Immortals trying to target things down. The Infested Terrans doing their best. The Hydralisks coming out. They will slither forward. Unfortunately, they probably shouldn't have done that. 2 Lurkers are on the way, and we all know how effective Lurkers can be. There are 5 Spore Crawlers now. He's not dealing with that fucking shit again. No more Void Rays in his second base, he says. The Lings will come out. They will actually kill all of the Stalkers. No upgrades besides Warp Gate and Zergling Speed. So we're sticking with the basics here on either side. And now somehow we're at 5,000 minerals, 500 gas, and 50 supply for Evasek, with next to no money and 50 supply for SirVogels. Also, we finished Burrow. We'll see how that factors in. But a Void Ray will contain our Zerg hero. He actually uses prismatic alignment for the very first time. He decides this Spine Crawler is much more juicy. Can he see the Lurkers? He can't quite see the Lurkers with that Observer. If he moved a few little inches forward, he would be capable of it. Six more gateways on the way. He's starting to spend his money. He has these unupgraded Stalkers. A Forge is a distant dream. A Twilight Council is unheard of. It hasn't even been invented yet. The trickle-down economics not seeming to be working so well for Evasek so far. But the suppliers maintain a near tie. So, while Evasek has the minerals, he has the money in the bank, he's upgrading +1 air weapons for his Mothership Core and Singular Void Ray. One Zergling will make it by. The Immortal will... Oh! Oh! He thought he was gonna get away. Not on my watch, says the Immortal. Looks like the Void Ray is dead, leaving the Mothership Core as the sole recipient. Oh, wait! No. No muscular augments, no speed or range or HP. Thank you, Kuranzar, for these Hydras. They're happy as is. They don't need no genetic... These are organic, hatchery-fed Hydras, okay? They don't need any genetically modified augments or implements or additions, okay? None of that chemical bullshit, okay? No Abathur-related, some big Zerg type of chemicals, okay? None of that shit. These are all natural Hydras, baby. And they can burrow just like it. Just like that. Just like the day they were born. Just like the day they were hatched, okay? And both these players finding a way to get more minerals in the bank than your average third world country. A Twilight Council is actually on the way. No forge yet out of Evasek. Surprising, because most players at this level are very well versed in cannons. 3 Lurkers are all that stand between SirVogels and destruction. Will he target down the Observer? He gets the obs. By intent or by accident, it doesn't matter. It's dead now. And there will be no conscientious observers in this fight. Will he try to press in again? Does he even realize, okay, he does build another Observer. It will rally down. Another Void Ray. This time with +1 will sneak around, somehow evading the Spore Crawler defense. It will engage the Queen in one-on-one combat. It will charge up its prismatic alignment, which will do nothing but make it look scarier, but and also make it move slower. They kill each other. But the Void Ray will go down, the real threat. More Stalkers on the way. No blink. We do have the Hydras and the Lings moving out and then thinking better of it. Not a very motivating sight for the waiting Protoss army, by the way, to see that mothership crash down. Just gotta say. Another base being taken like it's Brood War out of SirVogels. 4 more Lurkers. And that might just do the trick. The supplies, the army supply is 62 to 56. The worker supply nearly dead even. But the main base is starting to mine out for SirVogels. 4 more Lurkers. Show their ugly faces. I mean, they're objectively ugly. Okay, come on. I'm just saying. I'll be that guy. I'm not gonna be PC about Lurkers are ugly. Okay? Not as ugly as Infestors. Infestors are ugly. But, Lurkers are pretty ugly. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm not one to Zerg shame. I swear I'm not racist, guys. I think Protoss units can be ugly too. Okay? Like, take the, take the... Well, I'm not here to Zerg shame. Oh, and he finds the base. What a key timing. Right before that base comes online. No, the drone rush is happening! He's got... What? The drone pilgrimage with no escort. Unfortunately, the Stalker U-boat is gonna sink this ship before it starts. I'm not entirely sure what the objective is here. It looks like the Stalker has lost interest. He's gonna expand to his opponent's gold base, which is a very bold move. I'm gonna... Oh god, the Lurkers! He tries to do his A move, right-click micro, but it's not gonna pan out. An observer sees all the Lurkers, and then he still decides, you know what? I'm down with this. The Lurker micro is forward. He keeps ripping through the front of the Protoss. There's just nothing here that actually really deals with Lurkers. If he targets, it doesn't even matter. He's ripping through the front. Everything is dying. Evasek down to 65 supply. He's got money in the bank. But can he deal with the flank? As right now, these Lurkers are just ripping a path to victory. And the drones will remain stoic in their indecision as these hatcheries continue to build. He finds the gold base. Unfortunately, there's more where that came from. I don't know if 6 Zerglings is going to be enough to contest this force. All right, he's got more. And he's right-clicking on the Stalker. Unfortunately, there are plenty of other Stalkers to choose from. Beautiful micro from Evasek. He will save the Stalker with 4 HP. Wait. Oh, blinks away. Incredible micro. What a god. Gonna warp in some more Stalkers. Not sure he knows about any other units besides the Immortal, potentially. Evasek does find himself with a... There are 4 hatchery... What? I don't know about this move. I'm not sure I can get on board with this one. I was okay with the drone pilgrimage, but this is just brash. Okay? This is ambitious. Ambitious to a suicidal extent. I'm not entirely sure he should be committing 4 hatcheries up in the top left corner. But we'll have to see how it works out for him. The Stalkers are coming in. He takes down the Overseer. What's the next move? Does he blink? Don't you do it. Don't you blink. Oh, God. Okay, well. We now see... He's going to try to micro... Unfortunately, Lurkers have longer range than Stalkers. This is going to pose an issue. Okay, the Lurkers are moving. They're trying to get on top of the Stalkers. Will they blink? Or will they stand tall? They'll blink in the face of danger. The Lurkers will move back to the high ground. Somehow the supplies are dead even. Nobody knows. Will he blink forward? The Observer sees all, but that's not everything. Knowledge is power, but you need a hammer with which to take advantage of it. This... Who knows what's going to happen here? Take your guess. We have Disruptors on the way, but I'm not entirely convinced that the Disruptors will be a tool so much as a dangerous enemy to himself. So close. So close. If only the Disruptor had a radius with which you could see the range it could potentially hit, then that would have been super safe. Alright. He's going to continue moving forward. The Disruptor is almost ready with another shot.
Yes, just as
Thank you.
deserve.
I am bad at this game. Another shot will be fired. It will be launched. And a beautiful hit knocks the Lurker out of the game. There's more where that came from, though. SirVogels may have to rethink his strategies now that this single Disruptor has shown up on the battlefield. It does take two Disruptor hits to kill a full HP Lurker. This is happening. He's building queens. Maybe the March of the Queens will begin. Who knows? The Disruptor comes up. It's ready to fire again. 1 shot, 1 kill. Another Lurker removed. Nothing is more important than this. The production tab reflects it. Everything revolves around this. SirVogels is having a stroke. He was at 0 APM. Evasek is at, well, let the games begin. Another shot. Oh, the center mass! Beautiful hit! Now SirVogels takes it in shock and awe of the Disruptor's Purification Nova. Oh, tries to dodge. Not quick enough. Another shot comes out right towards the center mass. Oh, he throws it through the bold forward move. But the Disruptors and the Blink Stalkers will retreat in time. He does have. Are the Lurkers on passive? Why are you on passive? You're on. He's on hold fire. He's on hold fire. No, his units. They're not even on. They're not even firing. How did that even happen? His lurkers are on passive mode, so even when they do burrow, they don't fire. This seems like the time. This is not passive aggressive. This is. You need to be fully aggressive. I don't. No. Fully aggressive. I don't know, and he blinks forward. He's a carpe motherfucking diem with these stalkers. There are still 4 hatcheries in the corner. He has enough money for 31 mutalisks. 31 mutas. Is it time? He doesn't even need a lair for it. And he already has a lair. He's rebuilding his lair, like, but he already... the observable scout. More intense micro here from Evasek with 13,900 minerals, 3,000 gas. Each of these stalkers is trying to earn its pension, its 401k, and its children's college funds right now because they know they deserve it. I'm not. He could make 40 mutas. He has almost enough larvae at these bases. He has a fuck ton of larvae. But it's right there. 40 mutas. 40. There are no upgrades. 40 mutas. 40 mutas. Have a dream. He could make 40 mutas. He could do it right now. The stalkers are coming. He now has 45 stalkers. 32 roaches, no!
Dedication will be rewarded.
It's a disaster. He had so many choices he could have made, but unfortunately, he made the most possible wrong one. 32 roaches without roach speed or any upgrades. 32 unupgraded roaches. He's making Ravagers. Now is not the time to be making. Oh, there's some Disruptors. Where? Oh, it's like Shaq with free throws. Yeah, I guess you were going for the larva. Let's pretend you were going for the larva there. Why not? Shots are fired. More roaches are popping out. What? Is he gonna hold? Okay, more stalkers are coming up. That should decide them. What started with an imaginary wall, a lurker dream, has ended with something else. Something else. Something else has happened.